There is a place where nothing should exist, a field unmarked on any map, yet something watches. Something that moves when no one is looking. They called it Field 58, and this is the story they never wanted you to hear. The coordinates were sent to an abandoned survey archive. No author, no date, no explanation. Only a single label, Field 58, map shown nothing. Yet someone insisted it exists. A small team was sent to investigate, 3 researchers. 1 drone operation, their mission, record the anomalies. Understand what the archives refuse to explain. The first report arrived in fragments. We see it, no other words, just the repeated phrase. Then the feed went static silence. The field is not normal. The grass moves without wind. Shadows stretch where there should be none. Patterns form across the terrain. And nothing seems to have a source. Yet something is orchestrating it. 1 researcher stepped forward. The others called his name. No response. He walked alone into the fog and disappeared from view. Drone footage captured distortions. The horizon bent unnaturally. Waves of grass shifted. A sound followed them, but it had no origin. Like a whisper from nowhere. The second log showed confusion. It's like the field is alive. 1 voice trembled, another silence, then a whisper, not from any human source. At 15:03, the researcher who had stepped forward vanished completely. Footprints disappeared. The fog swallowed all evidence. Only the drone remained, recording something unseen. The remaining team panicked. They tried to retreat, but the field did not allow it. Their GPS markers shifted, as if the terrain itself refused to be understood. Every object appeared displaced. Logger glitch. The audio feed repeated the stored words. Do not look. Do not follow. The messages were not from the team, yet they came through the team's own radios. They thought they were alone, but something mirrored their movements. Subtle, unseen, always watching. 2 hours passed. They recorded everything they could, but comprehension failed them. What they saw made no sense, and their minds started to fray. The field seems to rewrite itself. Paths disappear. Trees grow in places they weren't before. Shadows stretch in directions impossible for the sun. Logic does not apply here. The drone operator recorded the final footage. A single figure stood in the center of the field. No movement, no recognition, and yet, completely alive and none. Commands came through the radio. Leave immediately. 2 followed. 1 stayed, and the field consumed him. The last transmission ended with static. Nothing more. When the recovery team arrived, the field was gone. Flat terrain. Nothing left to suggest what had happened. Satellite scans sometimes capture it. A dark shape shifting, imperceptible to the naked eye, but always there. Field Uba remains classified. Files are sealed. Footage is restricted. And the few who know never speak. No one knows why it exists. No one knows what it wants. Only that it does exist. Waiting, watching. And if you ever find it, remember it is watching. And it never forgets. The air is thick with silence. Yet every step echoes. The ground seems alive under your feet. Shadows twist and move when no light touches. A soft murmur drifts across the field. Almost imperceptible. But it is there. Always there. The fog thickens. Each breath is heavy. Each heartbeat sounds louder than before. The team feels it. A presence unseen, but palpable. Waiting for the right moment. Watching the wrong move. The drones flicker. Cameras fail intermittently. Static hisses across the feeds. Yet something remains. Constant present. Observing. And learning. Hours pass. Time itself seems fluid. Minutes stretch. And yet the field stays the same. Alive. Silent. And terrifying. The researchers feel their minds bend. Reality frays at the edges. Thoughts overlap. Memories slip. They are unsure what is real, what is imagined, and what the field has claimed as its own. They whisper to each other. Hushed tones. Words trailing off into nothing. Each sound swallowed by the fog, the wind, or perhaps the field itself. One by one, they attempt to document, to rationalize, but the field denies them comprehension. Every measurement, every note becomes distorted, meaningless. The sun sets, or it should, but shadows linger elongate, twist unnaturally, forming patterns, designs, a language unknown, a warning, or an invitation. It is impossible to tell. The field has no logic, no mercy, no reason. Yet its presence is undeniable. felt in bones, in the air, in the silence between words. They try to leave, but the terrain resists. Markers shift. The path they came by no longer exists. Each step is unfamiliar, uncharted, wrong. The remaining recordings capture only fragments, whispers of motion, distorted images, shadows that do not belong. A figure standing still, watching, waiting. The field waits, patient, eternal. It knows what you will do before you do it. It remembers every glance, every sound, every heartbeat. Filled over, uncharted, unclaimed, eternal. And it watches, always watching. And if you hear this, remember it is watching, and it never forgets.